Hello, dear Pisces. I am Taryn. Welcome to my new channel. This is the Luminary Tarot. So I am an intuitive card reader. I do oracle and tarot cards. Today I'm going to be using John Holland's Psychic Tarot deck. The only different thing about this deck is that there are no court cards, so it's just the major arcana, and then they also have included chakra cards. There are some minor arcana cards, but no court cards. So just so you know, that's where the reading is coming from today. I hope you've had a beautiful start to your 2019. I really, really hope that you have just been surrounded by love and people that you care about. And yeah, I hope that I'm wishing you all the best for this new season of your life, my dear Pisces. I really feel as though there's a lot of decisions that need to be made, a lot of balance that kind of needs to come into your life, a lot of perspective maybe that you may need to kind of get, and yeah, I think Pisces is a really interesting one because your star sign is really all about finding the balance in all situations, looking at the duality and really knowing who you are as a result of that. And you really do go to either side, Pisces. You can really swing between high and low and good and bad and all of these things, but you swim through. You still manage to just float. It's really awesome. It's one thing that I love the most about Pisces. So we're just going to have, let's see, 2 more shuffles here before we start. And we're going to start out with no, we're not going to have 2 more shuffles here. We're going to start straight away. We're going to start out with the energies that your guides kind of want you to know about for the next year. And just talk about any messages that you need to know as we move forward in 2019. So the message from your guides, new beginnings, right? So this is representative of the Fool card in the traditional tarot deck. And this is just being able to take that bold leap into the unknown, to take a step into something that may seem scary, may seem unfamiliar, but doing it, throwing caution to the wind and really knowing that you are supported, knowing that you have everything that you need within you to be able to succeed. So being brave enough and bold enough to take the step. So I know sometimes for Pisces, courage is really something to work on, and building up to speaking your own truth and knowing who you are. And so I think this is really going to be a year where you can really start to embrace these bold new steps, these new courageous things that you want to start to bring into your life. Stunning energy. It's really, really lovely. And with that, obviously, comes things that you need to leave behind. And so that's what this next card is going to be. What energy to leave behind? Interesting. Patience and planning. So this is representative of the 7 of Pentacles, and this is putting work into something. And so I think it's interesting that this is what comes up together, because if you are starting this new journey and you really have to throw caution to the wind and just trust, like really just know that you're supported, take the step, trusting. You really need to let go of this overanalyzing, I want to say analysis paralysis. That's what comes to mind with this card. Because I know a lot of the time you can sometimes get a little bit stuck in your head, sometimes get a little bit too over analytical, and you want every detail planned just the way that you want it, and you want it to be able to follow through the exact way that you've written it down. That's not how this is going to work, my love. This is actually about just going with your heart and trusting the direction that you are being carried in. And, you're a Pisces. Swim through. You have to learn to go with the flow. Because once you step into the flow, man, can you float? Can you just glide through and really experience the beauty of life? So that's really something to just be aware of. Letting go of that kind of mental loop that you may get stuck in, and thinking about just being open to the flow, jumping into the flow. Yeah? So then this next card is going to be how to achieve your highest potential this year. how to achieve your highest potential. Partnerships and alliances. I love this. I love this because again, it's not just about you. No man is an island. That is actually something that I really get with Pisces. Is that like you want to do everything by yourself. You think if you can't do it yourself, there's no point in getting anyone else involved. But you know what? Not everything, just because you're good at being alone, it doesn't mean you have to be alone, Pisces. And I really feel as though the thing that is going to elevate you to the most incredible heights this year is going to be partnering with good, aligned people who have your best and your highest interest at heart, people who aren't going to sit in, that same kind of mental gunk with you, but they're really going to encourage you to trust, to move forward, to grow and expand yourself. So really being conscious of the kinds of alliances, the kinds of friendships, the kinds of relationships you are getting yourself into this year. Very, very important for you. And yeah, it's really, really lovely that this is a journey that you can share with other people. You don't have to do it alone. Right? You get to share this experience and share this life with whoever it is that you choose. So make sure that you choose wisely. And now what to focus your energy on as we move forward with this. Focus on the lights. So in the traditional tarot deck, this is the Sun card. And if you know tarot, this is one of the most positive cards in the deck. It is all about just really being free, being exuberant, allowing yourself to be courageous, and know that you are supported. You're guided by the light. Look at this, like you are guided by this incredible sense of self and incredible sense of just like magnetism and attracting good things to you, positivity and love and good people. So focusing your energy again, especially as you move into new relationships, new partnerships, whatever it is, focus on that lightness. Let go of the dark, let go of the heaviness, let go of the analysis paralysis, and focus on the light. Yeah? That's really, really cool. And I think that it's really going to help you to see and help to illuminate maybe some places where you have been a bit afraid to move forward. A few places where you have gotten yourself stuck because you just don't know how to proceed because you don't trust yourself. So this light is going to be all illuminating for you, and I really, really look forward to you having an incredible year. Sorry guys, that's just my reality. I'm on a farm right now and there are about 17 dogs around, so you may hear them bark every now and then. So let's move on with the reading. The theme for your year, this year, patience. This is temperance in the regular card, and that again comes into finding the balance within yourself, finding the balance within situations, within your partnerships. So if you are in any partnerships where you feel like you are just giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, you need to learn how to take a step back and receive this year. This is the year about learning how to find that, that wholeness within yourself, where it's not just you having to be this person for everyone else and just give and be whatever it is that other people think that you should be, because that's the position that you've put yourself in. This is more about just planting a seed and allowing it and trusting that it will grow. So knowing that you can receive, you are in a position where you really should look at how valuable you are in your relationships and how valued you are to other people in your working environment. Know your worth. And look, it's going to take some time. Not everything is just like, oh yeah, I planted the seed yesterday. Has it grown? Where's my plant? Where's my plant? That's not how this works. This is really about putting in just this is what I want, like setting the intention. Intention setting, I think, is going to be really important for you. So if you're like a person who's like all about resolutions or whatever, I'd say maybe focus a little bit more on the intention. So what you want to see and how you want to cultivate it, how you want to feel when you receive things, what kinds of experiences do you want to have. That's a really, really awesome lesson and theme to learn for this year. And it is a major arcana card. So a lot of spiritual things are going to be happening, a lot of intuition and really like psychic messages, because I mean Pisces is quite a psychic sign, so just to be open to receiving, right? And so now let's look at the future opportunities and energy that you can start to attract in 2019. Okay, memories of love. So, okay. So memories of love is really about letting go. I feel like letting go of a sense of maybe deep-seated grief or any kind of sadness that may be lingering around you. And instead of focusing on the bad thing that happened or the sad thing that happened, really just using this to propel you forward, to know that you are loved. And that can also, it can still balance out that light as well. So moving into a space where you are up-leveling the grief from just like sadness in your heart to expansion and compassion. And that is something that's really, it's really a process. And I know that if you've been through any kind of sad experience or like a loss or anything like that, it is a definite process, and it takes time. It takes a different amount of time for every person. So you just take your time with this, but know that you can always use that love to start to move forward and to expand yourself into something greater. Instead of sitting in the darkness of the grief or sitting in the darkness of the sorrow, allowing this memory of love and the experience that you maybe had with whoever it was or whatever it was, to move you forward and propel you into a more compassionate and a way more loving energy. Yeah? And so, yeah, I think that's all for there. Let's look at some obstacles and how to move on from them as we proceed with this. Just having a look here. Okay, so, yeah. Obstacles and how to proceed. The heart chakra. And does this look similar? This is all about your emotional state. This is all about, again, using that grief and transforming it, transmuting it into love, into something bigger, into something way more expansive and way lighter. This card is sitting right below the light card. I'll show you a full read of the deck at the end. But yeah, really allowing yourself to, if you are holding on to anything in your heart space, now is the time to really have a look and see how it's actually serving you in your life. Is it serving you? Or are you just holding on to grief that actually may need to just kind of loosen a little bit? Horse just ran by. So really allowing yourself to open your heart, to open up to whatever it is that is coming for you. Whatever kinds of partnerships and alliances and like good things are trying to come in, it's going to take a little bit of just, letting your heart be open, letting yourself trust the people that are going to be coming around you, because not everyone is bad. That's one thing I feel like I should say, is not everyone is out to hurt you, not everyone is out to get you. Some people are actually just sitting in their wounds, and you know what, those people aren't for you. That just doesn't align with you this year, because you are now opening up to this whole other light, this whole other expansive quality, and I think that is really, really important for you to remember. So now let's see how to foster, I want to say how to foster healthier and more loving relationships for yourself this year. How do we do that? Wow, Pisces. Yeah, by dealing with this heartache, dealing with this loss, you have to look at it. You have to acknowledge what's happened in the past and just see, again, what is serving you and what isn't anymore. What is the thing that's actually driving you? Are you being driven by your hurt, or are you being driven by your heart? And I think that's really, really important, that this year is the year that you start to be driven by your heart again. You let go of the hurt. You let go of the, the bad things and the traumas and the stuff that have happened to you in a past moment, and just really allow yourself to be open. But taking a look at this. So it's a 3 card, and it's a 3 year. And that's all about coming into union, body, mind, and soul. So maybe you've gotten yourself to a place where you're like, yeah, no, I'm fine, because I've got my physical appearance all down and stuff. But no, like, you have to make sure that you are in complete harmony. And again, that comes down to the balance. And guess what this card is sitting below? Patience. Because it's going to take patience for this. It's going to take patience, and it's going to take time for this heartache to kind of transmute into a more loving and expansive energy. And so just be gentle with yourself throughout the process, but know that it is time to have a look at whatever this may be. Yeah? We're just going to finish off with the last card. This is just a parting message from me to you, and I just hope you have a beautiful, oh my gosh, we're already at 16 minutes. Okay, just one last card for a lovely 2019. Triumphant success. Yeah. Once you start to actually deal with your emotions, once you get out of your head and allow yourself to, really be honest with yourself, to really come into that space of knowing that you are great, knowing that you have the power, knowing that everything that you need is already within you, that's when you triumph. That's when you can actually start to kick goals and do all of the amazing things that you plan to do. And that is the energy that I hope for you, Pisces. I hope that you have a beautiful and triumphant 2019. I hope that it is beyond heart-opening and just filled with love. I'm going to see you in 2 weeks' time. I'll be back with another reading, different spread, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, please let me know in the comments below. Please like, please subscribe. I am the Luminary, and thank you so, so much for watching. Till next time, be well. Namaste, love.